Guys, welcome back. It's Cassie here from Explore Horizons. Today is day 2 of the Instagram growth challenge. If you haven't seen day 1, then I'll leave a link in the description box below as well as in the cards above to go check that out. And day 2 is all about switching to a business account and how to write engaging captions. Now I have videos on both of these that are related to the Instagram growth challenge, the email that I have. Today I wanted to make things a little bit different and talk to you guys about a different method that I've come up with on how to engage more with your Instagram followers and how to sort of drive more traffic to your blog and your website. So these are my 5 rules on how to write engaging captions on Instagram. As always, all the links that you'll need are in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out before you leave. And this one is actually a blog post that I have done before. It's actually included in my Instagram party and gift, so I will leave a link in the description box below where you can get 10 free Instagram captions. So here are my 5 rules on how to create more engaging captions to get your audience to engage with you. Rule number 1 is give your followers a reason to respond. So it's easy to state the obvious. If you're at a beach and you're like, oh, fun in the sun, it doesn't give people a reason to respond. So instead of saying, oh, fun in the sun, I want you to say something like, I love the beach. I love the feeling of the sand between my toes, the crisp breeze in my face. What's your favorite part about going to the beach? That gives people a few examples of ways that they could respond, and it gives them a question to answer. You're already giving them a call to action, which is to respond to your comment. Rule number 2, tell a story or a silly quote. I always like to tell a little bit of a story, like in the example just before. I love the feeling of my toes in the sand or the breeze in my face. Tell a story about maybe how that makes you feel. Like it takes me back to my childhood, or if you want to insert a silly quote saying like, oh, I love the feeling of the sand between my toes, but not between my butt crack. Basically, that's what you want it to be. You don't have to always have like a huge long story about like how it takes you back to your childhood and when you used to eat icy poles at the beach and all that sort of stuff. Just a quick little brief story, because it lets people see insights into your life, and it helps you connect to people because there's a sense of familiarity, and also if you have a silly quote, it gives them a laugh, so you know they always feel comfortable. It's always about building trust. And telling a story and exposing yourself to your audience, and also saying like silly quotes helps you be more trustworthy, helps people see that you have a little bit more to give than to just promote your stuff. Rule number 3, what's the intentions of your post? So if you're a lifestyle blogger, I guess, then you could always put up a post about, you know, being at the beach. If you're a blogger like me and you work predominantly on Instagram strategies and stuff like that, I tend to post more things about my business and my blog than my lifestyle. And this all depends on you and what your brand or your Instagram account is for. But basically you need to have an intention as to why you're posting. I don't want you to just willy-nilly post something just because of the sake of you want to post something. I want you to have an intention behind it. So this all comes down to also categorizing, and I do have a post about how to set up your strategy, how to set up a posting strategy as well, which talks about different categories, so you never not have something to post and you'll never not have an intention to post. I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can find that as well. Rule number 4 is write captions to attract your ideal customer. And your captions will always do one of 2 things. They'll attract or repel. Don't try to appeal to everybody, because you'll just end up attracting no one. And I'd rather have a following of 200 people that all buy from me than having 2,000 followers and none of them buy anything from me. The point is, you don't want to attract people just because you want to get a higher follower count, unless that is what your Instagram account is about. But if you have a business account for the sole purpose of it, you know, promoting your blog, which is kind of which is basically what mine is all about, is promoting my brand and my business and my blog. So I want to attract people that are interested in that. So I don't want you to obsess over how many followers you have and how many followers you don't have. I want you to obsess over how much engagement you're getting, because the followers will come with that engagement. And lastly, rule number 5 is have a mix of short and long captions. I will put up a few examples here of some long captions that I have, and these captions I mostly have just like a little story about myself or a little story about my brand or my business or anything that's just enough to fill up a larger space. And I tend to want to break these up with either emojis or dots or something just to make them into paragraphs so they're a lot more readable. It's hard to want to read this whole big story like caption when it is just one chunk. My tip to creating long captions is to break them up into sections. Here are some examples of short ones, and short ones are just quick and sweet little captions that you want to put for, say, like happy birthday or little things like that. If it's just like an event and you just want to say a quick word about something, then, or a quick quote or a quick joke or anything, small captions are good. So there you have it. There are the 5 rules that I've been living by for this whole new account, and I have seen so much more engagement by doing these. People think captions play such a small part in your Instagram game, and they really don't. They play such a big role. It gives people a reason to respond, it gives people a reason to engage. If you just posted a photo and said things like, I just love lattes, then it doesn't give people a reason to want to engage. So you don't have to use every single one of these rules. You can even just start off with using one and then gradually grow yourself up to writing good copy. It does take a little bit of technique. Prepared 10 fill in the blanks captions for you, so the link is in the description box below. I'm talking too fast and I can't even get my words out properly. So that's it for day 2. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you know when I put out day 3. So day 3 is actually going to be broken up into 2 sections, but you'll have to wait till the next video to find out what it's about. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you thought this was helpful. That's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!